So what is the extended ACL? Range started with the 100 to 199, and second range is 2000 to 2699. Okay, bro. In this ACL, match is made on source as well as destination IP mandatory. Optional protocol we want to block or allow, like TCP, UDP, IGRP, OSPF, ICMP, port number. If you want to block Telnet, SSH, FTP, SMTP, RIP, BGP, DSCP, DNS, etc. It means all TCP IP should can be blocked in extended ACL. Extended ACL must apply near source inbound interface. In this ACL, complete TCP IP should can be blocked. Okay, so how we can perform? So let's do the practical. In this, we can make we can assume this router 5 also as a ISP or our one more destination. Okay, so what I want, router 3 blocked for the router 4. Okay, I can write here router 3 blocked for ISP, or we say that router 4, and router 2 blocked for R5. Okay, and router 1 access all the both destination. So let's make a statement on edge router. Go on router 6, global configuration mode, IP access list extended, and here we give any name, like I can give cross. Okay, and then we can give deny IP source IP. Here we can give, so router 3 blocked for router 4. Okay, so source IP dash 10003, and here we give subnet mask, and then we can give destination IP. So destination IP is 121.0.0.4, then subnet mask. Now we have to create one more statement for deny. Deny IP 10.0.0.2, subnet is 255, and then destination is 172.16.0.5. Subnet is 255.255.0. And then one more command, permit IP any in. And in this, we are creating, sorry, we can apply on the source, near source inbound interface. So this one is our inbound interface, fast Ethernet 0 by 0, because this one is connected in local area network. So go on the F0 by 0 IP access group cross, and then in, apply. Now you can check if from router 1, if I try to ping 121.0.0.4, the ping is successful. Okay. while establishing show IP interface. Router 6 show IP. Okay. Then ping is successful. Okay, bro. And if I ping 172.16.0.5, it must be successful. From router 2, if I try to ping router 4, so it will be success. Oh, bro. Wait, wait. No IP routing. Ping 1210.0.4. Ping is successful, but from router 2, I try to ping router 6, sorry, router 5. So it will be drop. Destination unreachable. And from router 3, if I try to ping router 4, destination is unreachable. And if I try to ping 172.16.0.5, it will be successful. So NAT is network address translation. NAT translate private IP address into public IP address and vice versa. NAT has three types: static NAT, dynamic NAT, and PAT, port address translation. Static NAT is known as what translate one private IP into one public IP. So in static NAT, we can use one public for single translation. We cannot use more than one translation. So how we can configure? First we are going on our topology, and here I can use debug command on router 4. It means our ISP. Debug command used for capture the packet. Debug IP ICMP. Okay, debug is on. If I am pinging from router 1 to router 4, so you can see here, it can create a log message 10.0.0.1 want to ping our router. Okay, so see here our private IP. So here, so how we can hide this one? How we can translate into public IP? Now we are going to learn this thing. So first I go on our edge router, which connect our private network as well as internet. On router 3. Here we have command IPNet inside inside source, which source IP we want to translate? 10.0.0.10. So I can write 10.0.0.10 wait, source. Here we have to write the static 10 in which public IP you want to translate. So I can give 192.1.0.0.100. Okay, bro? Veda?
Okay.
Now, enter. Also, we have to go on the inside interface and outside interface. First, I go on the inside interface and I can write here IPNet inside. Now I'm going on outside interface S5/0 and run command IPNet outside. Now you can check. If I ping from router 1 to router 4, so here it cannot show our private IP. It can show here 192.1.0.0.100. Here is our 100. Okay, bro. So port is port address translation. Requirement of PAT is also same thing. A pool of public IP address. We need only one IP address in pool for PAT. Classify the traffic by using access control list and then configure the net. So now I am going to configure these things on router 3. Okay. So on IP net pool inside, we have to give name Veda, specify the network 192.1.0.0.10 to 192.1.0.0.10. Here we can specify only one public IP because PAT translate many private IP into one public IP, and in real time scenario we can use PAT only. Okay, and then net mask 255.0.0. Access list 1 permit 10.0.0.0.0.255.255.255. Now we are going to configure PAT IPNet inside source list 1 pool is Veda, and here only one command make different from the dynamic net into the PAT, and this command is overload. So you have to remember all this time. This only one command make different from dynamic net into PAT. Now I am going to configure interface F0/0 IPNet inside S5/0. Okay. Now I ping from router 1. You can see it goes 192.1.0.0.10 IP. If I ping, firstly we have to enter. See, if I ping See, same IP, it also got. Okay, so this is our PAT, port address translation.